Good morning, guys. Welcome to another video. Today we will make a very simple pendant with a round stone and some halo around it. We will also make another video later on showing how to make it with a marquee cut. Okay. Anyway, the central stone, it's gonna be, let's make it around 1 carat. Let's make a bezel. Remember how I make the bezels? I usually make it flat on the top, slightly in, 97 it's alright, and I usually 0.7 here. That's fine. Okay, a bit tapered here in this case for what we're going to do today, and at least 1 mil. 110. It always depends, as I always say, depending on who is gonna clean it up and which type of jewelry you're gonna make it. Okay. Some setters might not like it, so I always recommend to ask how do they want it, and then you do it according to how they need it. Okay, what else? Now we need a line around the bezel, but if we select the bezel F6, we will not find extract isochord. That's because matrix works like that. So basically we need to go to curve and here extract isochord. Okay. Select surface, select around here, it's fine. But then we're gonna make a little offset, just 0.2, okay, because we want a little flat in there. Okay, we can already make the surface, so we can just get a line from the quadrant and make sweep to rail, or you could also make loft in this case. Okay. Okay. Then we get this line, and we're gonna make an offset. This time it's gonna be much bigger, like let's say 1.8. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and we just have to move it down. Remember, you don't have these arrows. It's because you don't have the MSR. Okay, if you're running on matrix 7.5, you might not have that. We just need to move it from the side view. Okay, just move it 0.5 millimeter down, something like that. Doesn't need to be exactly like this. And then we're gonna make another line like that, and again sweep to rail. Okay, and then this line, it's gonna be aligned to this line, to the bottom of the bezel. How can I move it exactly to that point? Good question. If I just move it, well, first of all, make sure your history is off. But if I just move it like that, you see, it's quite difficult. If you check the top view now, the looking down view, it's quite difficult to make sure that it goes exactly that point. How can you do it exactly? Just by checking these two options here, these two buttons. And now if I do it again from the through finger view or side view, it goes exactly underneath. Okay. Then what else? This is exactly the same width as the top. I'm gonna make it slightly in. Okay. So that when I do surface, it's slightly tapered, not much, just to make it look a bit better. Okay, that's looking good. Then we're gonna duplicate the edge, so curve, duplicate edge here, or you can just write it, duplicate edge. Here we have another line here, and again we will just make a line from quadrant to quadrant, and we will make a surface. Okay. You see this? Well, hang on, let me finish this. Now I'm going to close it. From the quadrant to here. So 1, 2, cross section curve. And I'm going to join it. Okay. Right. This is basically because I wanted to avoid having a sharp edge. Okay. You could actually also make a little flat here, but it's not really worth it. If it was more tapered, I would probably make a little flat here, but it's just a little tiny bit, so it's fine. Right. Let me put this into the. I usually do the bigger stones on the metal. Sorry, on the Gem01, and then I keep decreasing. So the smaller stones would be Gem04, but that's really kind of up to you. What else? Let's put stones on the sides. So we select this, F6, extract isochord. Now we can find extract isochord because it's not bezel. With the bezel, we can't see it. Okay, but with an object, we can. Okay. Don't really ask me why. It's Gemvision policy or whatever it is. Then we have this line, then F6 and Jewellery. By default, it's going to be like that because F4 is activated. If I just click twice, object will be on, and then as you can see on the command line, select surface. So now it's properly aligned. Just need to figure out which size is going to fit better. 1.5 should be fine here. Okay, just drag the point, either the start or the end position, to the end. Okay, and then also by default, matrix will set the spacing at 0.2. The way I see it, it's a bit too big, so I'm gonna set it. You can actually drag the arrows or type it in here. I usually do 0.13 or 15. Okay, it doesn't